arms and up you come. Here, I'll show you how to do it again. Just before you hit the pavement. Up again. They can't believe it. It's unbelievable. Come on, yeah, you can try it, man. Yeah, you come on up. You'll be fine. You'll do it. So the old lady, they get up there and just they say, okay. So when we jump.
Good appropriate time of the day to you. I am Richard, and this is LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And we are back with more exciting Broken Sword. Yes, we are on Broken Sword 2. And we're just about to pick up with in the city of that place that I cannot remember the name of that begins with a Q. I want to say Kuala Lumpur, but I know that that is a real city and not the fictional one that we're looking at. So, let's just boot it up and see if they can tell us. Continue. There we go. Alright, we had just talked to everybody outside. It's time to investigate inside the police station. Because they had captured that musician for playing music. Or at least that's what we were told. And then Dwayne over here had told us that he was actually a revolutionary who had been handing out subversive literature. Let's go inside and find out. Oh, let's look at through the windows first of all.
It was one of the windows of the jail. The cell was vacant.
Aha.
It was one of the cell windows.
And
there was a forlorn-looking guy asleep on the floor of the jail. It was Miguel, the pipe player. Hey, Miguel.
He didn't even know his name. Alright, well, Miguel, we're coming in to rescue you. Nico, I'm going into this building. Why don't you come with me? I need you to help me and hold my hand and make me not say stupid things.
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor. With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavations.
Oh.
I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
Yep, I'd tip my hat at you too, sir. If I had a hat, which I don't.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Senor. Welcome to Quaramonte.
Quaramonte.
My name's
There we
George
go.
Stobart from California.
But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
Everybody is warning
You've come
for
to the right
Nico,
place,
apparently.
Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
You're a general in the army, and yet you're here at the tourist information? Oh, well, tell me all about yourself. I'm sure that's how you get him to open up.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, General.
Really? Okay. Oh, tell us about the mining that's gone on around here. Somebody lost their legs, apparently.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months
Oh,
ago.
many
That's
lives
correct.
as
A
well.
lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Wow, 30 people is a percent of the population, of the working population. That is huge. I have tasty, tasty dog biscuits. Would you like some?
Would you like a biscuit?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Senor Stobart.
Oh well. What if I asked you about how we'd leave this place on a boat?
We've had enough of Quaramonte, and we want out.
Am I stopping you?
The guy at the docks tells me I need an exit visa.
Ask Ronaldo. He'll make the arrangements. That's what he's here for.
Oh, okay, cool. What about the music? We're curious about hearing music.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Quaramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots, and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
Ow! Well, let's go to some pyramids, please.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, Senor. Quaramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour. When he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Poor Ronaldo. Always left here doing all of the work. Alright, well, what about that professor guy who's just leaving?
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier, a visitor, Senor, like yourselves.
Did you say Ubier?
Si, Senor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
Oh, tell us more.
What's Ubier doing in Quaramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, Senor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
So you need an excavation permit. Can I have one? Oh, more important faxes coming in. Oh. Important faxes for the general. Well, tell us about Condor Travel.
Take a look at this label.
Si, Senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to
Transglobal.
find their offices?
No, Senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
Lying.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quaramonte City.
You are mistaken, Senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Well,
I believe
sure?
Condor is run by a man named Karzak.
Wrong again, Senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor.
so you know
Whoever
Karzak.
it is.
Nope.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in Quaramonte?
Of course, Senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
That is disappointing to hear. You know what is also disappointing? These panties.
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso!
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
I told you, I never heard of the guy. Do I get the panties now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
What about this fabulous eclipse? Can we stay here and see that?
Forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
Oh, well, what about this fabulous stone?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
I'll be back.
I will be back. I'm going to try asking you, Tezcatlipoc.
He would have no interest. I'll be back.
Really? What about my lucky piece of coal?
He would have no interest. I'll be back.
What about that?
A
On the
couple
desk
of
there.
special offer letters were strewn across the desk.
Oh, I want a special offer.
I had no need for junk mail, especially someone else's.
Alright. Well, what about this man at the back here who's playing Gallagher? Or Space Invaders? Can we play
It
that?
was a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it.
You know, if somebody was looking at my screen, they could say exactly the same thing.
I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games. I didn't have time.
Oh, I just wondered if pressing it 3 times would actually...
A safe was
Play it.
tucked
No.
under the desk.
Oh,
The safe was undoubtedly locked.
ooh, there's a chart. But what's this on the
The
television?
television was showing what appeared to be a low-budget soap. A tall man with long blonde hair was shouting at a woman who was naked apart from a towel.
Can we change the channel or ask you about it?
I decided to leave the television switched on.
Really? Okay. Well, let's have a look at the chart.
It was the map which the general had been showing to Professor Oubier.
We're just gonna pull it down for no reason and take a look.
Senor. Leave the chart alone.
Oh, can I talk to you about the chart? Or playing the Space Invaders game in the background? Tell me about this chart.
Do you have a map of Quaramonte?
A map? I'm sorry, senor, but I don't.
What about the one on the wall?
Ah, that is an archaeological survey map, senor. Not suitable for tourists.
I'll be back.
Oh well. Let us talk to Ronaldo over here. Oh, he's got a pot to piss in. But, oh, he does have something to interact
The
with.
filing cabinet stood in the corner.
Let me try and
The
open it.
cabinet was probably locked.
Yeah, but you haven't tried it, so you don't know for definite yet.
He had the eyes of a cocker spaniel set in a face like a deflated souffle. I couldn't help wondering what had driven him to work for a man like the General.
Money, probably. Well, let's have a
It
look.
was General Graciento, Quaramonte's reigning slime ball.
There we go. We didn't hear that before. And, oh, we can't talk to Nico. We can go back there. We don't want to. Ronaldo, tell me all about the
Hi,
things.
I'm George Stobart. Hello, senor. How can I help you?
We want to go to
Are there
ruins.
any ancient pyramids near Quaramonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect.
Can we go there?
Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can't. The General would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
Ah. Well, can you tell me about the eclipse?
You know anything about this eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
And yet you do all the paperwork. Interesting. Perhaps you would like a dog biscuit.
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor. But I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the General catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
Alright, well, let's ask about the
I'd
musician.
Like to visit your prisoner.
Condemned prisoners aren't allowed visitors.
Condemned?
To death. He is to be executed. Knowing my luck, I will probably have to shoot him myself.
Amnesty International is going to hear about this.
Yeah, they should.
I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Si, senor, he was.
And that carries the death penalty?
No. You think we're crazy? While being questioned, he confessed to being an anti-government agent.
Wow, and that carries the death penalty?
I'm trying to get out of Quaramonte.
If I had $1 for every time I heard
No
that,
politics.
I'd be able to buy back half my family.
Never mind them. What about my visa?
We don't take visa.
I didn't ask if you take a visa. I want you to give me a visa.
I can't help you, senor. I don't understand these things.
Oh dear. Well, now let me scare you with this scary statue.
Do you recognize this statue?
It's Catlipoca. The night wind. Take it away, senor. That stone is cursed.
So long.
So anything that represents that thing is cursed. That's interesting. Alright, now let's just see if we can wander him back.
To try investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
Why not? Alright, well, I mean, thank you, Nico, for, I guess, coming in and being kissed. Damn.
Why did you show him the stone?
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nico, I didn't think of that. Well, let's talk about bank statements.
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu! Where did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house.
Oh. Tequila worm.
Take a look at this, Nico.
That's disgusting, George. Why are you carrying it around with you?
I don't know. I just can't seem to part with it.
What about a dog biscuit?
Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, George?
Sure, they're great.
Alright, well, we saw Ubier in there.
So talking to the general was Ubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Oublié, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Quaramonte.
You could be here in Quaramonte doing things. Come on, I need to hear you tell me what you've been doing with Andre.
Tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something?
What a monkey. Let's talk about the
Did you
chart.
notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the general didn't want us to see it.
What about that
I'm a
general?
little strong with the general.
I
No,
was
you
merely
didn't.
flattering his ego, George.
What?
Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot. Guess what this is? Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be.
Good guess.
How did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
Take a look at this.
Do you wanna be under the
An eclipse
stars
of the sun.
for a
Why the
romantic
sudden interest in
meeting
astronomy?
of the
I found the cutting
eclipse?
in Ubier's house.
Apparently, it's only visible from Central America.
Cool. What about the stone?
Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh.
Ah, alas, I'm having a phone call. I'm going to have to stop here for a second. Well, that was interesting. Alright, what else can we do around here then? Let's talk to Dwayne and Pearl. See if they know anything about the musician who's in there. Oh, the general.
Have you met the guy who calls himself the General?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so. He wears a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. Nice.
I hear you drove all the way to Quaramonte. In a truck.
That's right. You would not believe the state of some of those roads. Makes me downright sad to think there's still some places you can't reach in an automobile. In this day and age, you'd think there'd be decent highways just about anywhere folk choose to go.
Did you know that the truck was full of explosives?
Whatever gave you that idea, as if I couldn't guess?
Your husband. He was exaggerating.
Dwayne.
Sometimes I wonder how I'm gonna cope with Dwayne's over-fertile imagination.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Alright, well, let's go see what Dwayne has to say. Oh, it's Professor Oubier here as well.
It was that suspect archaeologist, Oubier.
Oh, well, Oubier.
Professor Oubier?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
Oh, well, Stobart. What are you going to question him about? Let's not immediately bring up his wife. Let's ask him about himself.
What are you doing in Caramonte, Professor?
Seeking Mayan artifacts. Central American history has been my life's work.
Oh, then you must know about Tezcatlipoca.
Can you identify this statue, Professor?
Oh yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
Okay.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror. There. You see the mirror shield in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men. He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims, and victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see it.
Oh, good. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see it either. Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
What about
Do you
the
know anything about
eclipse?
this eclipse, Professor?
Of course. It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
Oh, okay. Well, what shall we ask you next then? Oh, I see that it's the stream started there. All right. Well, tell me more about the eclipse.
What's your interest in the eclipse, Professor?
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History is my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Oh, what would you miss it for then? Would you miss it for your
Tell me
wife?
about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
Please?
Maybe you don't, but I do. Why was she known as the Little Dachshund?
It was just a silly pet name I used to call her. Somehow some damned reporter found out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to push you on you killing. That would be silly. Let's have more about the eclipse.
Does the eclipse have some special significance for you?
From me? No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale.
Wow.
Fifth is the final age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
I don't think we want to participate in that, do you? Oh, I don't know, actually. Given the way everything has been going, perhaps we do want to participate in that. I mean, can it get much worse? All right, let's ask you about your bank
Take a look
statements.
at this, Professor. What have you got to say about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that. How do you explain these withdrawals?
I left my financial affairs in the hands of my secretary.
Including the withdrawal of funds in cash from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
What plot?
I have no idea.
What girlfriend? You never told him about your girlfriend. Perhaps now is the time to tell him about your
What
girlfriend.
do you know about my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
Ah, that's a likely story. What if we asked about something else then? About the butler?
Have you ever employed a Central American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
Oh. What about
Does the name
Kazakh?
mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Kazakh, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Oh my god, shock revelations. Well, I guess we'll have to ask you about okay, I guess I will have to ask you about Condor Travel
Do
then.
you see this label?
Yes.
Or Condor
It refers to
Transglobal.
a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that
Flight of the
company
Condor.
here to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
Oh. Okay, tell
I
me
have
more.
proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris. Beyond that, I have no connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Oh, wow. Tell me about the stone that I have that is
Can you
yours.
tell me anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
That's my business.
How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale.
27 million. No? Alright, well, while you're here, let's talk to Dwayne so that he can overhear the conversation. Because that's just what we want. We want Ubier to... fine.
Do you think the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
Who's the real
So
power?
the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
Nothing but a puppet for his mother. Too many people feel like that. Alright, okay. Onwards then. What shall we do first? Shall we go and talk to the guy who was in the mining accident? See if you've got anything more to say while we're over on this side of the board. Town. Board. Same thing. Ah, you can tell me about
Why don't you
La
want
General.
the general at your party?
Because if he comes, he'll bring those damned music albums from the 70s.
Alright, yeah, that's a good enough reason. And now let's disappear around one side of the building and come out the other. Meow. Hey Nico, do you want to talk?
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Why are you moving your mouth? If you were talking internally. Hey.
Tell me about the general. You know, the guy in charge around here.
We don't want to talk about him, senor.
How come? No one can hear you.
Well, only that old goat.
In Quaramonte, we have a saying. Don't tell your old goat what you don't want your wife to know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean, goats talk. We know they do. We heard them last time. I wonder if there's a repeat if you do the coal again. No. Alright. Just a one-off. Let's look at this poster now.
It was a portrait of La Presidenta.
I was going to say, now we know it's her. Alright. Hey, Nico! Let's go to the Quaramontian Mine Company.
The stairs led up to the balcony.
Good observing there, George.
Hey, Nico!
Hola, señora.
Hi. We were wondering...
I was talking to the lady, Chico.
Hi, my name is Nicole Collard.
Concha Garcia. How can I help you, sister?
The corporation I represent is considering a major investment in Quaramonte. Your advice, as the head of an obviously successful concern, is precisely what I'm after. My assistant, Mr. Stobart, has a few questions he'd like to ask you.
Well, tell me all about the mining company, first of all.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine closed down for good.
Oh, why?
Do you have any evidence that the mine was sabotaged?
Not yet, but I'll get to the bottom of it. There'd been trouble at that mine for several months. The workforce was getting smaller every day. Someone had started a rumor among the men that the mine was cursed. Now the entire operation has been closed down.
Oh,
Where's
that
the
sounds
site of the
serious.
Several days upriver at a remote area known as Teoculcan.
Were you mining coal at this mine?
You see this? It's my lucky piece of coal.
What's so lucky about it?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, if it
Nice
causes
find.
things like that to happen, maybe it is lucky. Alright, how about a dog biscuit? Yummy, yummy.
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you like a smack in the mouth, Chico?
No, I'm offering it to everybody. It's not that I'm singling you out. Can you tell me about
Have
Karzak?
you heard of a man named Karzak?
No? Who is he?
He's the reason we came to Quaramonte. We think he's running a drug ring.
He's
Well,
most
I hope
likely
you
to have
find
been
him.
sabotaging
I've
your
never heard the
thing.
name before.
Oh, okay. What about the professor?
Do you know Professor Ubier?
Yes. I understand he is about to embark on an archaeological expedition. He hired some equipment from me earlier today.
I overheard him talking to the general. I think they're working together.
What? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have hired out the equipment. Now, why would the general be interested in an archaeologist?
What about Condor Transglobal? Got the name right this time.
Do you recognize the icon on this label?
Condor Transglobal.
Did the company operate here in Quaramonte?
Yes, they ran an old container ship, the Mayan Princess.
Okay, tell me more about it.
Do you know who owned Condor Transglobal?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. What about the exciting
Have you heard about
eclipse?
the forthcoming eclipse?
I don't take much interest in things like that. One of the boys might know about it.
Can I talk to them then? Is that allowed? Alright, lady. I'm going to show you something. I'm not sure you're going to like it. I know I don't like it.
Would you be interested in these panties? They look about your size.
Is that your best line, Chico?
I'm serious. They were an unwanted gift.
Put them away before you get overexcited.
Yeah. Alright, what about this exciting stone
Does
that
this
I'm showing to
stone mean
everyone?
anything to you?
I think it is a spirit stone carved by a Mayan priest, no? I don't know which of their many gods it represents.
And what about Tizkatlipoca?
Can you tell me anything about the statue?
It is Tezcatlipoca, the god of death and pestilence. That fetish would be considered by many to be a bad omen.
Alright, thanks a lot. Well,
It was one of Conchita's posse of hunks.
alright, Conchita's posse of hunk. Tell me a thing.
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Cuaramonte City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining Experience, an interactive hands-on tour of one of our deepest mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages.
A tour of a mine.
Well, this is a mining company. What else did you expect?
True enough. Do you know anything about the eclipse?
Do you know anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
Okay, what about
Do you know where I
cars?
can find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
How come you're not wearing any pants?
I feel more alert without them. Kind of perky.
And your boss doesn't mind?
She suggested it.
How sexually harassing.
It was a store cupboard.
What's in the store cupboard? Can I just randomly open your store cupboards, please, Conchita?
Keep out of there.
Why? What's in the cupboard?
That's where the explosives are stored.
Okay, yeah, we'll stay out of there. I'd forgotten that that was it. Alright, people who are standing here.
A disgustingly handsome man. I couldn't understand why the female owner had surrounded herself with men like this. The guy was working away like an automaton.
Oh, well, that's our secretary. Eclipse?
Are you looking forward to the eclipse of the sun?
Not especially. Are you?
I don't know. I've never seen one. All I know about eclipses is that you shouldn't try to view them with the naked eye.
Please. Go away and let me get on with my work.
Let me ask you about
Ever
Kazakh.
heard of a guy called Karzak?
Can't you see I'm busy? If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
Alright, so neither of you know anything about it. Well, let's talk to you. Do you
Did
know about the
there's an
eclipse?
eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe told me about it. He's having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
Yeah, sounds like
Ever
fun.
hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
Alright, well, thanks for your help.
Do you know anything about the eclipse?
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I heard it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's in a few weeks' time, isn't it?
9 days.
Thanks.
9 days,
Ever heard
alright,
of a
so
guy
we know
called
that now.
Karzak?
No.
Alright, well, let's go back to Conchita. See if she has anything more
I
to tell
have
me.
nothing else to talk about.
But I want to talk about the explosives in the cupboard.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Alright, well, I guess we're leaving. No, was there something over there, or was that... Alright, well, let's go back into... I don't think there was anyone else around here, is there? I could talk to you and see if you say anything about the General, but you're just going to say, oh, General. And you're the cabbage seller.
Nuestra Señora is la Presidenta, right?
Si, señor. The First Lady of Cuaramonte.
I guess that's her picture I've seen on the posters, huh?
That's her. Quite a looker, no?
If you like big, middle-aged military women.
Si, señor. I do.
Yeah, no kink shaming.
So, what has La Presidenta done for this country, apart from emasculating its music?
Take a look around you, señor. The splendid docks, the walk-in shopping mall, but most of all, she has brought prosperity.
Where?
For the first time in the history of Caramonte, we have an export trade.
Nice. Wait, I thought Cuaramonte was the city. So she got an export trade to the city rather than to the country? Have you got anything to say? Man.
That guy just didn't look like he was gonna help me.
Alright. Woman. Oh, you're a different woman. I don't know that I've talked to you at all.
Do you recognize this statue?
Por Dios, put it away. You will bring bad luck to Quaramonte.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're the same voice actress who voices, Nicole. What about you? Do you want to see Quaramontian statues? Or talk to me about the general?
Do you have to spit like that?
See,
Alright, okay.
you think I want to swallow that crap?
What I mean is, it can't be doing your business any good. I'm sure you'd sell a lot more gourds if you didn't.
Nobody ever complained before.
Okay, I can see I'm not getting through.
Are they all?
Go away.
No. You don't want to talk to me because of Tisketlipock. Alright, well let's talk to Pearl and then go back into the police place. Or the tourist
I
office.
had no more to talk to her about.
Alright, well, come and be fawned over again. Hey, Nico. I need to talk to you about the chart.
I wanted to talk to
Yes,
Nico
there
about
is.
at that time.
I want to look at the chart. And I think Nico could distract him.
Senor.
Sorry, I forgot.
Do I need to talk to you about the chart first?
I'd asked him all I'd wanted to for now.
Oh, alright. Am I going to say there's nothing I wanted to talk to you? Yeah. Hey, Ronaldo, tell me about the chart.
I had nothing else.
Alright, perhaps I want to go back.
Going to try and...
No. Oh, let's get out of here then. I find it odd that Nico's dressed as in military garb already. She had to change while here. That would be something. Oh, and he's gone away now. Hey, Dwayne, we need to talk secrets.
Is Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was
You
supposed to
told
make
us that
contact
already.
with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George. All I need is a detonator.
I know where there are detonators.
How come you brought a truckload of explosives but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work. I left the packing to Pearl, and I can't find a darn thing. Just hope
Wow.
you remember to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
Did you find any evidence of Condor's drug smuggling operations?
Drugs? Hell no! Condor was a cover for the illegal export of Mayan artifacts.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
who was behind Condor Transglobal?
It's a
It was
cousin.
registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells Nady, Spanish for nobody.
Oh, well. Alright. Let's go and try and get a detonator from that place of places. In the mining mining company. Up those stairs. Hey, Nico! No, not going to call out for Nico this time? You going up there on our own, or is Nico coming with us? Looks like we're here on our own. I need a detonator.
Any kind of detonating device in stock.
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
I can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
I need to look at a chart that
The
the...
general has a chart in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe.
Oh, because you
But I
hate
bet he
Ubier,
wouldn't
yeah.
hear it while the general and his sidekick are there.
So is that a yes?
Hey!
I thought we just agreed.
Stay out of that cupboard.
I thought we just agreed.
I
Did we
had
not
nothing
agree?
else to-
Do I need to go and get... Do I need Nico to distract the general and the explosion to distract... Oh, you're not going to like this, Nico. We need to look at the map.
Could you distract the general while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah. You'd make a great snake charmer. Come on. 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe.
Jeez, who knows what will happen in 5 minutes.
You do the talking.
Alright. Alright, General, are you ready for this? This is gonna be...
My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you, General.
For you, my dear, anything.
You need to do the talking, George. Hey, talk to my girlfriend.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story about you.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about your beloved general.
I mean...
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobar.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Yeah. Alright. Well, now you're gone. Let me have a look at this chart.
No, 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 Signor. The General said nobody must see that chart.
But how do you know if it's
won't
there or
know
not?
Unless you tell him. You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay.
Uh,
have to get rid of it.
have to...
The safe was undoubtedly locked.
Oh, can't we open it?
I
Can't we
had no
unlock it?
need for junk mail.
Alright, well what if I talk to you? Can I go and visit the prisoner? That's a thing I'd like to do, Ronaldo. You let me?
Would you take my friend to the ruins now the general's gone?
I'd be honored, Signor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
Oh.
I'd still have to figure out...
Alright, okay. Well, I guess that's the answer of that question. That's the end of that chapter. Switched off. Hey Pearl, I arranged for things to happen for you.
Do you know where I could buy a detonator?
Did Dwayne put you up to this by any chance? Oh, I get it. This is to detonate the truckload of explosives, right?
Hey, come on, I was kidding. Did you think I was serious?
I know what you boys are like when you get together and make plans. Dwayne says he could solve all the world's problems if he had enough missiles.
You could certainly solve the problems of people being alive.
I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
You don't know you're saving the world. You just know that you're stopping a drug dealer or a Mayan artifact dealer right now.
Listen, sweetie. I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
Oh, well, there we go. Bye, Ronaldo.
As Pearl and Ronaldo set out for the ruined pyramid, I prepared to search the police station.
Oh. Was that a fax? No? Was that just a noise, was it? Okay. Well, first of all, let's look at this chart.
It was the map the General hadn't wanted me to see.
Oh, that was probably locked.
The filing cabinet...
Yeah, but you haven't tried it, and you're here to search. So try it and see if it is or is not locked.
It looked like a geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Quaramonte City.
Good.
About 60 miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan.
Oh. Seems like that's where we're going. And it was that, but there's nothing exciting on there. Let's go talk to our musician friend. Or the musician that we're going to talk to. Oh, you've got a rope.
It was a length of rope, knotted in a hangman's noose.
Oh.
I couldn't reach the noose.
Good.
It was Miguel, the musician.
Let's talk to him.
I'm George Stobart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician, senor.
I'm George
My
the
career
lawyer.
is finished.
Going to jail could be the boost your career needed.
Senor, I would rather die than live with this shame.
What shame.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Ubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Ubier's boss.
Oh. Are you going to kill yourself?
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Ronaldo strung it up for me to hang myself. Don't cry for me, Senor Stobart. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
I mean, that is possible in this universe, because we've already seen that supernatural things do occur.
A safe was tucked up. The safe was undoubtedly locked.
I don't think we've got anything there that we can use to open it. So let's leave. Talk to Dwayne. Dwayne Twibbly. I mean, I know that's not his name, but that's the only Dwayne I can think of. Apart from this one.
I had nothing else to ask him.
I had many things to ask him. What about
There
you?
was a forlorn looking... It was Miguel.
Huh? You gonna talk?
There was a forlorn... It was Miguel. It was one of the...
No, okay. Cannot. You still don't want to talk through the bars. That is a shame. What about you? Do you want us to talk about anything exciting and new? I'd love to be here for your party in 9 days.
I had nothing more to say.
Alright, well, if we've got nothing more to say... Do you want to talk about Miguel? Yeah, it's free, we can
I
get
had
rid of
nothing
it.
else to talk about.
Alright, well, I need that detonator. Detonator. Give me the detonator. I'm just gonna walk in and take it. Screw you!
Hey,
Yes?
stay out of that cupboard.
But I want it! I've seen the map. I know
got
where
a
we're
good
going.
Look at that chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Ubier is heading?
Yeah, a place called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Ubier's plans. One thing's for sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good. I'd like to talk to that musician we gained. Take the detonator and get him out of that jail.
You know, that's what I was trying to do when I came in. Cupboard of mystery. What do you hold? Is that an explosive in your pants, or are you just...
It was the
No, it's an
detonator I'd
explosive.
taken from the mining company's office.
Hey, do you want to hear about the detonator? Now that I have it.
She wouldn't have been interested.
Oh, she wouldn't have been interested in the detonator you took from her cupboard. Because, of course, who would? That way! The long way round. I don't think it's been that long. Alright, here, have a detonator, my good man.
Here is the detonator, Dwayne.
All of that, just to free our musician.
Keep your voice down, George. You want everyone to know.
Yes.
You'd best go and warn Miguel that the U.S. cavalry's on the way.
Okay.
Miguel, or is it Miguel? Or is it a different one that I cannot also pronounce? Or that I also cannot pronounce? Or that my pronunciation is bad? Alright, you musician. Prepare to be detonated. And to think the faxes were meant to be showing that, hey, look how advanced we are now. It's a fax machine. I mean, everybody would have looked and laughed at them now, but now it'll be, what the hell is that? Technology marches on.
Hey, Miguel.
What is it? What is happening?
We're getting out of here.
Who's we? They've sent the Delta Force?
Nope.
The Impossible Missions Force?
Don't make me sick. Much better.
Who then?
A retired greetings card salesman from Ohio.
I'm doomed.
No, you're not. Hey!
You're not the only one.
I should have known you'd be trouble the moment I saw you.
Look, I can explain everything.
Get in that cell, now.
And what if I refuse?
He'll shoot you.
Okay, here I am, going quietly into the cell.
That's usually what a gun drawn means.
Very wise, not Americano scum.
One of the reasons I
Alright.
hate guns so much is the way they make people so damned impolite.
That would be a fun weapon. A cursed gun that causes you to curse.
Senor Stovak.
Ah, go polish your weapon, Ronaldo.
This was part of your plan, right?
Well, in a manner of speaking, no. I was all out of ideas. It was up to Nico now.
Oh, it wasn't, was it?
So, here we are.
You've changed.
I thought I would slip into something more comfortable.
The stench of cheap cologne rolled over me like tear gas.
So, what do you want to know about me? Ask and I will answer. I will deny you nothing.
Come, let
I
me
am
tell
a
you.
very giving person.
How nice for your friends.
Your eyes are glittering like stars.
His damn cologne was making my eyes water. I was running out of sofa.
As spirited as you are beautiful, I admire that.
As long as he admired it from afar.
Alright, now we get to look around the room and see what exciting things we have here. Ooh, a lava
A
lamp.
lava lamp. Hip in a retro way. I had no doubt the general thought it was hip, full stop.
If something is hip, it is hip. It doesn't
It was
matter
a portrait
what
of
way
some
it is here.
thug in a uniform.
Do you not know about Mama? Oh.
Cutting-edge technology in 1978, at any rate.
Just trying to think what kind of television it would be today if it was to show how backwards they are. I can't think of anything other than that kind of television.
A stuffed swordfish.
Ooh.
A tiger skin lay on the floor.
Damn. Poor tiger. Alright, can I do something with it?
The tiger was beyond help. I didn't want the lava lamp.
Are you sure? It'd look awesome. I guess I have to come and talk to you, which is...
On close inspection, I noticed that the swordfish was peppered with machine gun bullet holes. The general was a real sportsman, and no mistake.
There's no missing his
I didn't
sportsman
want to
like
watch a lot of tawdry soap operas.
How do you know?
I didn't want the picture.
Yes, you did. Oh, you haven't got an inventory. That's a shame. You have your book. It was a wonderful surprise to hear from George. I really missed him, but things move on, I guess. We agreed to go for a coffee. At first, I wanted to talk to Professor Hubier from the university's Mesoamerican department about the Mind Stone. If only I can discover its link to the drug smugglers, then I will have the most amazing story. A once-in-a-lifetime scoop. I'm sure Hubier will prove to be a reliable fellow, but I have left the stone with Andre just in case. I mean, you had a once-in-a-lifetime scoop, what with the Knights Templar, etc. Boy, was I right to be cautious. George and I were attacked by Hubier's house by Central Americans. Was that you? Oh no, I suppose the pygmy was also a Central American, yes. I was knocked out with a drug dart fired from a blowpipe, and when I came round I found myself tied to a chair in a warehouse. Kazak, the drug smuggler I'd been investigating, interrogated me. His sidekick, Pablo, is the man who abducted me from Hubier's house. Kazak wanted to know what I had done with the stone, but I refused to tell them anything. He decided to leave me overnight, sure that I would talk in the morning. I heard a noise and thought they had returned to kill me, so I was very relieved when it turned out to be George, and come all the way to Marseille to save me. However, we still weren't out of danger, and it took a dunking in the dark water to escape Pablo's murderous grasp. We discovered that the next part of the trail leads to Central America, a place called Quaramonte. Quaramonte isn't exactly on the beaten track, but if you look beyond the ramshackle huts, it's a beautiful place. However, there is no telling what dark secrets it holds. Having looked around Quaramonte City, we seemed to be on the right track. We saw Professor Hubier with the man in charge, General Graciento? Surely not a coincidence. The General himself is pretty secretive. When we talked with our friend Conchita in the mining office, she suspected that Hubier is working hand in glove with the General. I mean, I don't think... Oh, Freed. I assume there's meant to be friend. Look, they have misspelled the word. Oh well. George agreed to look at the map in the General's office, so I had to do the distracting. All I told him was that I wanted an interview, but he insisted on taking me to his apartment. I've handled bigger groups than him in the past. I only hope it's worth it. Oh! Wow, this is an impressive view of nothing. Alright, Hubier. Not Hubier,
It was
General
General
listen.
Graciento in full-on lounge lizard mode.
Alright, lounge lizard. Let's talk. Tell me about the lava lamp.
Is that a lava lamp?
Sure, it's more impressive in the dark. I'll close the blinds.
No, don't do that. Not on such a beautiful day.
What is that on the telly now?
Cutting edge.
No? Alright, Generalissimo. Let's talk about you shooting down
Big
those
fish.
things.
Catch it yourself?
Catch it. Fishing poles are for children.
Then how did... Are those bullet holes?
2 magazines on full automatic. It put up quite a fight.
Oh my god, tell me about the
That
tiger.
tiger skin. You didn't kill it yourself, did you?
Alas, no. I had to import a synthetic one from the United States. It is very comfortable to lie on naked.
Unfortunately, I'm allergic to man-made fibers.
Excuse me.
I, love your TV.
Oh, yeah. Cool, no?
Mom, what is going on here?
Nothing, Mom. I was...
I'm in uniform. And when I'm in uniform, it's...
Madame la Presidente, sorry, Madame la Presidente.
Now, what is going on here?
Nothing, Madame la Presidente. I was just showing my friend Nico some of the cool stuff I've got.
Hi.
Good afternoon, señorita. And just what are your intentions toward my son?
Intentions? We were just talking.
I'm doing an interview.
Nice. She has good bone structure, Raoul. Has she any brains?
She's a reporter.
Is she? And what sort of questions has she been asking?
I'm a freelance photojournalist. I do lifestyle features.
For what sort of magazines?
It looks safest to play dumb with good bone structure. Haya, lifestyle of the super rich and vainglorious, Envy magazine.
Excellent. Raoul,
Well done.
well for a change.
It was pretty obvious who pulled the strings around here. I hope George was making good use of the time I was buying him.
And then it goes.
And when you were in this band of yours, you used to play that song for 2 hours?
Yeah, we were really famous at our college. Still, ours wasn't as good as the original version.
I have never heard that song before, yet I have no doubt that this must be true.
Hey! Psst! Hey, George!
Dwayne Henderson. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Get to the American consul and tell him I've been in prison.
No,
without
blow it
trial.
up. This is the whole point.
Real George. He was the previous occupant of that cell you're in. We're gonna have to use good old American know-how to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
That, and this truck full of explosives I've got here.
Dwayne, listen to me. You'll kill all of us.
You're such a naysayer, George. It'll go like clockwork.
It was absolutely fine to do it when it was just Miguel in there, but now it's me as well. It's hideous, plan.
Alright, I'll just hook that up. Alright, there we go. Okay, just a minute. I've got to get to a safe distance.
Quick, Miguel, hit the mattress.
You have strange customs up north.
Here we go.
Too late.
Are we dead yet?
Horse shit.
What happened to the explosives?
There ain't no explosives. My dumbass supplier must have given me organic fertilizer instead of chemical.
So
All
horseshit.
I got here is 400 pounds of lightly fried horse apples.
That's a lovely image, Dwayne. Never mind, I'll think of something.
Oh dear. Well, we can call Dwayne. Hey, Miguel.
Miguel, the musician.
I want to tell you more about my band.
Listen to me, Miguel. You give me that rope, and I'll get us out of here.
Yep, I can do
Is there
things with
somewhere
rope
you can
that
hide
are
from
amazing.
General?
Of course. My friends have a boat ready to take me upriver. But how are you going to break out of here with just a short piece of rope?
I'm not sure, but I'll think of something.
I can do wonders with a piece of rope. I mean, I made the amazing patented Stobart stick towel with just a stick and a towel. Maybe I will make a
Your
rope
plan
stick.
doesn't work. Will you let me hang myself in peace?
No.
It was the lock which held the door fastened. I didn't have the key to the lock.
No, you didn't. But you were able to pick a lock with this last time. Can you do it again? No.
That door looked pretty sturdy to me.
And also, we can talk
Solid
to
bars
what's-his-face.
protected the small window. I wasn't getting out that way.
Yes, you
I
were.
couldn't escape that way.
I thought you had to talk to George. You tied around here. Tied around the bars. And then pull them off. With your prodigious strength. Yeah, there you are. You've come back. Hey.
Dwayne was waiting expectantly.
Hey, Dwayne.
I had nothing else to ask him.
No, but you want to give him the rope.
I couldn't escape that.
Yes, you can. Pick up the rope. You can't reach the doorway with it.
I didn't have the key.
Yeah, I know. Pick up the rope. Good. And give it to Dwayne.
I couldn't escape. I couldn't escape.
Right, pick up the rope.
Hey, Dwayne.
There
I
we
want
go.
you to tie this rope to your truck and then drive forward.
I'd had no idea whether this was really going to work, but I'd seen it in a black and white western. Of course, Hopalong was using a horse, and Dwayne had a 4-ton truck, but hey, the principle's sound.
Anything you say, George.
Alright, get ready for this.
Please
Time
forgive
for
my
a set.
mother. She can be a little difficult.
Corns?
Oh, my feet. Raoul, propose, you idiot.
Don't mind her. She just wants grandchildren.
Don't think I can't hear you, Raoul. I want the worthy successor, and you're not it. Propose
For a 5-year-old
now, or
kid,
I'll do
well.
it for you.
Look, Nico, we haven't known each other very long, but...
Nearby crash of
What was
collapsing
I
masonry.
didn't know what was going on.
It should be
but
collapse
Vowels
of nearby.
had to be involved in it somewhere.
Say. Yeah!
I ain't gonna say a thing, 'cause that sweet sound of falling masonry says it all.
Quick, senor. The river.
Huh? Wait. What about Nico?
Here she is, quickly! Into the horse apples cart.
What have you done? You only had to sneak a look at a chart, and it's turned into World War III.
No time to explain. Come on.
Don't move, terrorist scum. You talking to me, Junior?
Yes, I'm talking to you, fat man. And my name's not Junior.
A word to the wise, Junior. You carry on waving that pea shooter in my face, and the next person who sees it is gonna be your proctologist. Savvy?
Oh my god.
General, I am happy to report that I have apprehended the terrorist.
You idiot, not them. The other American and the French woman. They're the ones.
Oh. There we escape with our inconsistent trail up the back. Off into the sunset, where they were happily lived happily ever after. Oh no. I'm surprised they had this technology. Spotlights on a... There we go. Spotlights on a helicopter. That is impressive for the level of advanced technology they had.
When I recovered consciousness, I was alone, washed up on the riverbank. My head was aching fiercely, and my mouth tasted like a swamp.
Oh, here we are,
And
yes.
discovered a treehouse in a nearby clearing.
He did the dancing. Transglobal, Dumb Night Watchman and Vicious Dog. Transglobal again, found Nico dressed up. Quaramonte, what a place. Economic manager of the local mine. I wonder why. Then, just as I thought it was ahead, Ronaldo, El General's assistant, locked me in one of the cells, so now I need busting out of jail too. Well, no, we've heard that bit already. What's over here? It's a water
The
wheel.
contraption consisted of a crude wooden wheel with wooden slats.
Oh, it's a washing machine, is it?
The machine was broken.
What if I fix it?
Interwoven vines made up what looked like a drive belt.
Well, I'm going to break your machine.
That vine
Fine.
rope could be useful. It was a length of rope made of twisted and knotted vines.
Yep. Still can't fix
The
you.
machine was broken.
Oh, let's have a look at this bridge. Handily labelled bridge.
Perfect for a game of poo sticks. It would have been a shame to tamper with the elegant bridge.
Yeah, but play Poo Sticks. Poo Sticks is a great game. You throw your stick over the side, and then you rush to the other side and see whose stick comes out first. That's how Poo Sticks is played. It's a great game.
The water wheel had been built to provide a natural source of power. The wheel had a rim of roughly beaten iron. The iron rim of the water wheel would have torn the skin from my fingers if I touched it.
So I touched it. No? Ah, it's a treehouse.
I'd always wanted a treehouse like that when I was a kid.
Can we talk to the person in the treehouse?
Hello? Anyone home?
Hello? You can't climb up. What a useless person you are. Well, maybe not useless, but just not... What's that?
It was a large wooden cross.
And here we have...
2 round stones were carefully balanced on a wooden structure.
And here we have...
It was a pile of damp leaves. A wooden box was connected to the nearby water wheel.
So it's pumping the air to make that go off. Oh. You... Right, yes, you want those to do that, so that they can turn together.
The vine provided a drive belt to connect the 2 stones.
Yeah, and then you squish this, I think? Oh no,
The
that...
cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Okay, so it collects something. Does it squish the worm? Right. You turn that with the stick. Because they go in those
It was
holes.
heavy. I guess that was intentional.
I remember that. Is there something already on there that I didn't notice that I should have done?
Now I had the contraption working.
Yes. Well, what's in there now? Have you collected something for the container? No? Or have I just done all of this for no reason?
It was the metal cone I'd taken from the chimney of the watchman's hut. It was the black obsidian. One side bore a grotesque image of a dog's head.
Right.
The other was blank.
The obsidian stone is used on this, I think. Because it creates sparks, which causes those to catch on fire, which... No? And then is it
It was
Tezcatlipoca?
the flint statue.
Flint. No, flint. There you go. Flint and tinder. Catch them alight. No?
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Yes. But your damp
The
leaves.
were too damp to burn on their own.
Well, what have I got that could be... Oh, well. You might be... Tear you up a bit.
The
Thank
bank
you in there.
statement was
There you
just
go.
what I needed to kindle the damp leaves.
I wonder if you could use the other thing, whether it would actually produce a different result if you use, say, the news cutting, or if you need the news cutting. And other noises.
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
I would have just thrown a rock up at the door or something, but hey, you know.
higher. I've got a sick woman up here.
Sorry, Father, but I needed to attract your attention.
Yep. Snap it out, snap it out. And a sick woman. Who is this woman who is sick? Am I coming up to you? Or you coming down to me? You're coming down. Alright.
Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Stobart, George Stobart.
I'm Father Hubert. I don't suppose you speak French.
Huh? Why do you want to know that?
I found a young woman with a fever by the river this morning. The poor girl is close to death. And there's nothing I can do for her but pray. I don't
What?
understand her, but I think she's speaking
No, Nico.
Hang on. That must be Nico.
Screw you, we're going straight up and in.
Where do you think you're going?
I want to go and see my girlfriend.
I know it's hard for you, but she really must be disturbed. The girl needs rest.
But she's going to die, right?
It was Father Hubert.
Tell me about
That's
Nico.
my girlfriend you got in your treehouse. What's the matter with her?
She's been bitten by a venomous river snake.
Oh my god.
Can't you do something for her? There's a cure, isn't there?
I ran out of penicillin and morphine years ago.
Neither of those would help with venoms.
Which they believe will counteract the poison.
Well, how do I get this
Where
route?
can I find this route?
I don't know. But maybe the shaman at the village can tell us.
Will you show me the way to the village?
Me? Oh, but I can't.
Can't. Nico's life depends on it.
Yes.
You're right. Of course I should, despite my own guilt and shame. But I can't go as a representative of God with a priest collar.
Oh,
Collar?
jeez.
You mean you put your personal attire higher than the life of a sick woman?
I will not go to that village looking anything but my best.
Give me your collar. I'm sure I can find a way to press it.
And now that is why I created that press. Alright, well tell me about yourself while we're waiting.
In the meantime, I must contemplate my sermon.
No! I want to talk to you.
There was obviously more than a creased collar bothering the priest. It was Father Hubert.
Tell me about yourself. I haven't finished speaking to you yet.
What are you doing out here in the jungle?
God's work. Not quite the destination I had in mind when I set out, but well, you know what they say? Mysterious ways and so on.
No.
You didn't plan to end up here?
No. I was on my way to the miners' camp in the north. I was stuck here when my boat capsized on the river.
That's exactly what happened to me. How long have you been here?
11 years.
Don't think I've got 11 years to wait. Let's look at this collar.
It was Father Hubert's collar. He wanted me to press it for him.
Alright, well, you're going in there. Then I'm gonna squish you into the thing.
So there I was, hundreds of miles from civilization, doing the housework for a priest. It's a strange world.
Well, not as strange as the thing that you're gonna do now. Which is the housework for a priest.
The press worked surprisingly well on the collar.
There we go. Now we have a collar.
It was Father Hubert's collar.
Aha. You have saved money by not having that voice
It
actor
was
do
Father
that line.
Hubert's collar, and very nicely pressed it was too.
Oh, now there's a second line.
Here's your collar, Father.
Now let's go.
Thank you, George. You probably think it a little odd of me to make such a fuss.
Oh no. If I've been living in the jungle for 11 years, I'd be completely screwy too.
Screwy? Yes, perhaps I am. Ever since my last visit to that village.
Yes, I guess screwy is the
Do you
word.
wanna tell me what happened at the village?
I forgot my vows. I let myself be overwhelmed by the beauty of this unspoiled paradise, and in a moment of weakness, animal passion reared its rented head.
You know, you should be writing romantic novels.
Maybe.
Did you experience some kind of a physical liaison at the village?
Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I found myself doing monkey dance.
I've never heard it called that before. And I didn't want to pry any deeper into Hubert's murky past.
That loses something, given that you've got the writing on there. I do not think the original had.
Now
the
you've got
writing.
your collar back. Will you take me to the village?
I've still not finished my sermon.
Look, Father, I still don't know why you're so reluctant to visit that village, and it's none of my business. Whatever the reason, it can't be more important than saving Nico's life.
That is true.
I must be crazy. We must make haste if we're to reach the village before nightfall.
Oh my god, it's miles away. I would
By
have
the time we reach the village,
beaten you
it
black
was
and blue
sunset.
if I'd known it was that far.
Hello, boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father.
Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
What? Why are you? I mean, you. How am I going to get back to your place? I've been there once.
That's a relief. I never feel comfortable with him about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
Aye.
My girlfriend has been bitten by a snake.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man? You must have the wrong village.
He told me.
Father
The
Huber
shaman.
said there was a wise man in the village who could help me.
Ooh, he must mean the old man, the shaman.
Tell me that,
Are you
Nico.
going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
I'd like to see the shaman, please.
You can't just go walking in there and demand to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol. The shaman demands tribute.
Tribute? You mean like a gift?
That's right.
The eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything?
Oh, have the panties gone? No. Oh, I was going to give him the panties.
Give me a clue. What kind of things does your shaman like? Does he have a hobby, a favorite sport?
You insult us. The shaman lives on a higher plane.
Oh, right. Maybe a book would be more suitable. Or a jigsaw puzzle?
Don't you just hate choosing presents for people you don't know?
I do still have all of the stuff, don't I? I do still have it. What if I use it on you? Do you want
I
fancy
didn't think
pants
the
instead?
Indians would accept that gift.
Oh. What about a cone?
This cone could have 1,000 uses.
Yeah? Like what?
A protective helmet?
I don't think so.
What about some lipstick?
Would your wise man have any use for lipstick?
Not in that color.
Oh, that's a shame.
Haven't you anything in black?
Of course I don't.
I'm not a travelling lipstick salesman. What about that?
Look, I know it's not much, but I want your shaman to have this.
Do you expect him to eat that?
He's an old man, you know. He might choke.
On a worm? How do you choke on a worm? What about this?
This stone is what brought me here.
That's a spirit stone. I wouldn't touch it if I was you.
You're right. It could be cursed.
I'm carrying it around in my pants. Alright, have some yummy
Here,
yummy
you
dog
like these
biscuits.
If you say so.
I do say so. So how you doing? Is everything alright?
He liked the biscuits, especially the black ones. He wants to know if you've any more.
I think George is growing stubble here. What do you say? Right. Now I know what we need to do, but let's put some exotic panties in the dog biscuit box.
I tucked the bright red panties in the empty box.
Oh.
The box contained those awful panties Labino had sent to Nico.
So there's going to be... I wonder if I could do more than one. Nope. Alright, well why don't you take these?
I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him.
Yeah, I think George has got a beard there, but not here. It's been a few days. Hey!
The shaman was pretty mad about those panties.
Oh, I didn't mean to offend him.
You didn't. He was disappointed that they didn't fit.
Ah, so there are different lines for the things. I'm not sure I knew that. How about the worm?
I dropped the tequila worm into the empty box. The box contained that little tequila worm.
Now...
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
Yummy, yummy worms.
I'll give them to him.
I've just been in my pants for days. Who doesn't want worms from my pants? Answer, no one.
He didn't want the little worm. He's a vegetarian.
But he ate the dog biscuits. I think dog biscuits contain degrees of meat, don't they? Well, well, well. Let us find something else. What shall we put in there? Do you want to see Tezcatlipoca? The thing that scared everybody?
I put the statue in the empty box.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
The box contained the small statue I'd found in the warehouse.
Now I'm going to scare the only person who's got the knowledge to
I found
save
some more of those
my
biscuits for the shaman.
girlfriend. Or to save Nico, George's girlfriend.
I'll give them to him.
You do that.
The shaman said to give you back this statue.
He didn't want it?
He's already got one.
Oh, well, a shame. Alright then. It's got to be my lucky coal, hasn't it? Who doesn't want my lucky coal?
I put my lucky piece of coal in the empty box. The box contained my lucky piece of coal.
Come on, it's lucky.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
He liked the black ones.
I'll give them to him.
This is just a giant black version. Well, it's just a giant black biscuit that you can chow down on. Just do it. Don't investigate further. Just bite into it.
The shaman didn't want the black rock.
Oh well. But it's lucky. Never mind, he can have this black rock instead.
I put the Mayan stone in the empty box.
Wow, listen to the significant music there.
The Mayan stone.
Wonder if that was the right thing to do.
I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him.
How come your sunglasses managed to stay on all this time? When you were blown up and exploded off a boat, etc. there, George.
The shaman wants to talk to you.
I hoped he would. Well, it's been nice to talk to you guys.
Oh, I should have asked you about...
I had nothing else to talk about.
I wanted to ask you about the guy. The father. Who's been here for 11 years. Never mind. Let's go find... Oh, fish.
It was a basket full of rocks.
Oh.
I couldn't think of any reason to steal the villagers' rock collection.
I swear I can identify the difference between fish and rocks in real life.
The man was busily weaving a cloth.
Oh.
That man wasn't the one I'd come looking for.
What about this woman?
The woman was grinding a sticky mess of corn in a bowl.
Is she
that
the
woman
one?
Certainly wasn't the reason I'd come to the village.
Why? Is there no possibility that the shaman could be a woman?
The old guy was obviously the shaman of these people.
Because he's old, and that's wise.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Please, sit down. Welcome, George.
Thanks.
It has
long been foretold that a white man will bring the Coyote Stone to this village.
Oh my god. Predetermination happens. Predestination. Alright, well, let's ask about the father to begin with. No, let's ask about
My
girlfriend.
girlfriend's been bitten by a snake.
And you want me to heal her?
That's the idea. Can you do it?
I'm not sure. My gums aren't what they used to be.
Look, if you're just going to joke around,
I
I'm going to tell you.
This would be any use to you.
It sure would. This wax on a stick will change our lives.
What do you want it for?
To decorate our bodies for the monkey dance.
Oh, okay. Well, you can have it.
Why is Father Hubert so reluctant to visit the village?
I don't know. He used to come here a lot, but then he just stopped. You'd think he'd want to spend some time with his kids.
What?
Did you say Father Hubert has kids?
3 girls and 5 boys by my reckoning. All conceived in the same week at the Feast of the Monkey Dance.
Aha.
Listen, my girlfriend's in a coma. Please, old man, give me the root.
What root?
The root that guy told us about. He's not an evil man, is he? Doing naughty things to Nico.
Father Hubert
wanting her to
told me the
die.
root which could cure the bite of the river snake.
There's nothing sacred with these people. That was our secret, known only to
But
members
we don't know
of
the
the
secret.
tribe.
We know you
If
can
that
do
root
it.
is my chance of saving Nico's life, then I want it. Fast.
There is time yet, George Stobart. Time to learn why you were called here.
I was called here to save Nico. Give me the root. We can talk about the rest of this crap later.
Fine. If I listen to your story, then
No.
you give me the root.
No, give me the
The
root.
eel travels far, but still returns to the place of his spawning.
And look, I'm running a tight schedule, so can you skip the riddles?
Many years ago, when the world was young, the great god and king Quetzalcoatl was defeated by trickery and deceit. His enemy Tezcatlipoca took his place as leader and demanded terrible human sacrifices. A group of loyal priests found a way to trap Tezcatlipoca. But his powers were so great, they knew he would not remain trapped forever. His time of incarceration would end with the eclipse, which marked the close of the 5th age. So the priests fashioned 3 obsidian stones which contained the power to seal the mirror for all time. But before the stones could be put in place, they were seized by the invading Spanish.
But how did they trap Tez, the evil god?
They built a pyramid which they told Tezcatlipoca was dedicated to him.
Oh, vanity.
They
Always
fashioned
gets
a
them.
huge
Or
mirror,
pride.
perfectly smooth
No,
obsidian,
vanity.
luring him into the pyramid with praise and flattery. They used sorcery to ensnare him in the mirror.
Alright, tell me about the stone that
What
you've got
happened
then.
to the stones?
They were taken by the Spanish to the coastal town that is now called Quaramonte City. Only one stone reached Spain. The other 2 fell into the hands of buccaneers. The Jaguar stone was captured by an English captain, El Draco. The Eagle stone was taken by a pirate called Ketch. The 3rd stone, the Coyote stone, reached Spain safely. That is the stone in your possession.
Well, it got to Spain. How did it get to France? Oh, no, because, wait. No, that doesn't make any sense. So it made it to Spain. Then later, it came back to Quaramonte, where the professor smuggled it out of Quaramonte to France? What is going on? Tell me about the eclipse.
There's an eclipse of the sun due very soon, isn't there?
Correct. The eclipse which marks the ending of the 5th age will come before the next full moon.
Less than 2 weeks. I didn't really believe that Tezcatlipoca
9
would
days.
but I figured Karzak's
Before you
plans
got
were in
shot.
some way connected.
Alright, well, tell me about the rest of these stones. Let's have the Eagle Stone.
Tell me more about the Eagle Stone.
The stone was loaded onto a galleon with many valuable artifacts plundered by the Spanish. But shortly after leaving harbor,
a terrible squall blew up and damaged the ship. The ship was intercepted by a bloodthirsty pirate, Captain Ketch. Ketch made short work of overpowering the crew, stealing the treasure, and sinking the Spanish ship.
That's a pirate for you.
Where's the Eagle Stone now?
Nobody knows for sure. Ketch retired from piracy and bought an island in the Caribbean.
Well, let's go to the Caribbean then. That is exactly where we want to look. And you...
Tell me more about the Jaguar Stone.
Yep.
Many centuries ago, the port of Quaramonte was entered by a ship flying Spanish colors. The captain, the man known as El Draco, sent soldiers ashore. Only when the soldiers arrested the mayor did the people realize that they were English privateers. The mayor was held hostage while the soldiers looted and plundered the city. Amongst the treasures they stole was the Jaguar Stone.
Wait, so he's called El Draco, but he's English.
Where is the Jaguar Stone now?
I suppose El Draco took it back to his homeland, across the Great Sea.
To England?
Sounds like the way England acquired all of their treasures from other lands, so yep, can't fault his logic.
What do I do when I find the stones?
Bring them here to me, and I shall prepare you. The stones must be taken to the heart of the pyramid. Only there can they be used to seal the gate by which Tezcatlipoca will return to this world.
Tezcatlipoca. Alright, tell me about this
Can
thing.
you show me the way to the pyramid of Tezcatlipoca?
Not until you possess all 3 stones.
Tell me about the god.
Suppose I was to believe there was anything in your story, other than the rambling delusions of a seriously...
You saw supernatural powers.
Suppose I was to
Or...
swallow it, hook, line, and kitchen sink.
You saw powers that were
And you would
extra
see
natural
that the
in
fate
origin.
of the human
Or
race rests upon
appeared
your
to be.
shoulders.
There, George. You saw it in the Broken Templar. In Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars. Back in Baphomet's place.
Do I get anything to help me combat Tezcatlipoca?
Like what?
Well, a magical weapon?
Get real, George.
Yeah, nobody needs magical weapons against magical entities.
Now do I get the root?
Here, take it. Make haste if you wish to save the girl's life.
Oh my god.
Bird sings to me of death to come.
Now you're talking in riddles again. Listen, is it okay if I crash here? I've got no chance of finding my way through the jungle in the dark.
You're welcome, but you probably won't get much sleep. Tonight's the night of the monkey dance.
Hey Nico, while you were dying horribly, I was getting down and partying.
I left the village at dawn and stumbled back through the jungle in a post-party daze. It was just like sneaking back to my parents' house when I was younger. Except Oakland didn't have monkeys or parrots.
Oh, you're from Oakland, are you? I thought... Oakland, California. Alright, well, let's go in and see if we can see Nico. How artful.
The snake bite had affected Nico badly. Nico, I've brought you this root. No way was she going to be able to chew the root. I needed to give her the antidote in a more digestible form.
Now, let's talk to
Father
you.
Hubert, a man with a mission.
What a bad pun. Not sure I can stand it. Alright, I saw the old man. He told me about your kids.
Go visit your kids.
So, he told you.
Look, Hubert, having an extended family is nothing to be ashamed of. If I was you, I'd be ashamed of not being there for them.
Yes.
That damned monkey dance that led me astray.
Yeah. A sight like that must be difficult to forget.
You were right there.
I've got the root, Hubert.
What are you waiting for? Give it to the gal.
I've tried, but she won't take it.
Oh, you fool, George. You'll have to extract the sap so that you can drink it.
Right.
How do I do that? What's that?
It was a water jug.
Let me take the water jug then.
I couldn't steal from a priest.
Yes, you bloody well. Oh my god. Why could... In the service of saving someone's life? Absolutely you could. Alright. Well, this conical thing went under here earlier, so let's put it under there again. And then I guess we squish the root.
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
No, wait. Yeah. That is what you do. Squishy, squishy! Blurb!
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone. The cone contained the precious antidote.
Oh, I never right-clicked on the cone, so I have no idea what it said about the root. Oh, sorry, on the root, not the cone root. The root cone. What? No, I've got that. Pick it up, take it upstairs. Oh, so you just don't put it in your inventory, and you're all weird about the way you're doing this and walking.
Hubert, the antidote. Well, what are you waiting for? Give it a go, quickly.
Don't trip, don't trip, don't trip, don't trip, don't trip, don't trip.
Nico. Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down.
It's medicine. That's how you know it's better.
Okay,
It's
try
good,
and rest now,
because it
darling.
tastes
You'll
horrible.
need all your strength when we go after the other two stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, George Stobart?
What are you? It was
The patient
you!
is sounding more like her old self already.
You don't get to blame me, I get to blame you.
Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing.
You've been horribly, horribly ill recently, Nico. Why don't you go to dreary old England while I go to the boring place of the Caribbean? Woo! Alright. What have I got in my inventory still? Oh, those panties. My lucky coal. The stone. Why didn't I leave the stone with them? I figure I'm in more danger now than they are. Alright, well, who are you?
The guy was studying a large document. It looked like a set of plans.
Well, let's go over there and have a look at those plans.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
Alright. And then we've got...
I
theodolite.
recognized the instrument as a theodolite, but I had no idea how to operate it.
It's one of those things, yeah, that you practice martial arts moves against, smashing on them repeatedly. Hey man, I want to talk to you. No, I wanted to talk to the man. I didn't want to wander over there. Stop that.
Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here, anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
No more nuts than somebody who has a theodolite and isn't a surveyor. Maybe you take it to parties.
What are you doing with a theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And
Yeah, it
that's
looks
where
great.
we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house.
Oh, dear. Tell me about that house then.
Survey a house like that.
I've put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
I just wanted to know. I was asking questions to learn things.
This
Hey.
is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century,
Hold it. The stones have been lost for 300 years?
approximately,
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
a wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
Look, I listened to your ridiculous stories about trying to sight things and build places and being a man of vision. Why don't you listen to my story about a man with a vision?
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Ah, right. Ooh.
It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
And over here, I know we've got our... Out there on the dock, there we are. Boy. Well, I cannot remember his name.
I didn't want a fishing net.
Alright, well then, don't have a fishing net then. I know that
The kid
Emily's
was about
here.
11 or 12. He was fishing with the intense concentration of someone who had all the time in the world.
Damn. I remember when I had time to just sit around all day playing computer games. When I was 11 or 12. But nope,
You wanna
no
buy
longer
some
do I have that.
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river.
Nice.
What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name.
Does George mean strong? Or royal? I can't remember. Alright, hey, tell me about yourself.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
I don't know. Sounds good to me. You hear about this
Do you
eclipse?
know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
Interesting. I had different subtitles there. It said believe me when he said trust the man. Alright, hey. What 11 or 12-year-old doesn't like to go looking for treasure?
About pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
I mean, there must have been at some point.
Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
Oh. You know, it occurs to me, George Stobart in the first game went and helped the Countessa lift the curse on her place. Yeah? She is an old lady who's probably going to die. Given the nice things that George did there, he might inherit the place. Or at least something from her for lifting the curse. That'd be great. And then there's these old ladies as well who he's going to go and help. George is a lawyer as well. I don't think he's going around fiddling everybody's wills, do you? That would be a bit off. But, you know, be a nice twist for the end of the series.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They kind of regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
That guy's a crook and the man's a crook. Wonder why they didn't subtitle this exactly.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
See, they did it there and get himself hung, even when it would be he got himself hung, if it was grammatically correct English rather than idioms, which is great. But I don't know. Well, let's hear about these plans, eh?
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
I mean, I'm not surprised at that.
It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained.
Hey, do you want a fish to help with your, fishing? It's not a fish, it's a worm. I said the wrong thing. I'm smart. Genuinely.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
I did. I thought the kid might be interested in bait. Alright, if you don't think so, George. I mean, I guess you know best. Let's check in with Bronson and see if he's got anything to say about Rio. And then maybe we'll try using the theodolite before we head up to the museum. Oh, many things. Tell me about the Ketches.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful. Say, was that kid giving you trouble?
The Fisher boy? No, he was very polite.
Ha! He's a juvenile delinquent. I suppose he told you I was a crook.
Yeah, I got no reason not to say that. I suspect you're a crook as well, even though you're the same voice actor as Dwayne.
Yeah, he did, now you mention it.
One of these days, that kid's gonna have a boating accident, even if I have to hold his head under myself.
Well, man, you are likely to be bashed around the head by your own theodolite now.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way! What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horse shit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
Catch you later, Bronson.
Wow. Alright, guy. You're gonna be a dick about it. I was just... Oh, no. Let's use the theodolite first of all, and just have a look and see what we're looking at here. Ooh. Ah, there is a shiny thing. Shining away. Oh my god. It's the horrible, horrible cat. I had forgotten there was a horrible, horrible cat.
A cute little putty tat. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily torturing a red ball.
Hey!
Hi, Puss. Wanna play? Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those...
I think that music sting was a bit off, don't you? Alright, well. And these must be the sisters.
Two old ladies were sitting outside the house, enjoying afternoon tea.
They're English. What else would they be enjoying?
It was a sturdy, extendable ladder. It was an old house.
It was a door that I was actually looking at, but okay.
The flagpole had a reflective target on the end for Bronson to use as a reference point.
Well, let's talk to these old ladies.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea.
You need to endear yourself to these old ladies, and the first thing you do is insult the very essence of their being. My God. Why not just pull down your pants and do some sort of routine where you pretend your butt cheeks are the queen? My God, man. Let's talk about your puddy tat.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
That's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
Yeah, cats are great.
You bet. Especially spit roast.
Oh my God, man. What are you? What are you? Oh. Look, if I have one fault, it's that I always try and make the joke, even when it's inappropriate. But even I know that when you're trying to butter up some people, you don't make the joke insulting their animals, man. That gets you run out of town.
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Oh.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
Why do you hate him?
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well,
Frost?
once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant,
I thought they were catchers. Am I wrong? Oh, okay. Who's Emily?
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
No, I wasn't. Or, no, I don't think he was. I think he was being genuine and saying good that Charity isn't dead. Hey, look after your nephews, or nieces in this case, I guess.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
Ah, well, you're going to answer this impertinent question.
Can you tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
I mean, yeah, very much so. Knights Templar, ancient mind gods, whatever comes in the Sleeping Dragon.
Yes, I am.
Oh. I was expecting more. Alright, well, tell me about him.
Telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
Some people might say that's a good thing. But you know Jim Hawkins is fictional, right? There, Stobart? Let's ask about piracy.
Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with the trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Oh dear. So what was he then?
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Thin line between privateer and pirate, though. Tell me more about this pirating, which seems to get you angry and possibly worked up so that your heart
Letter of
expires.
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo! Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate.
But he did show them his letter of marque.
But they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
Oh.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
I mean, he did make it home. This is his home, right?
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite.
I mean, the Bible does tell you about how to keep slaves, so, I mean, what Jesus was preaching, and what the Bible actually says, not exactly always on par.
What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Can I look inside? I'm just going to try the door, see if they say no!
It was locked.
The house is closed.
Right, I know it's closed.
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Oh, of course. This must be the place Bronson's surveying.
The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate.
Yep.
It's precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
Me neither.
He understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am, I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
Really?
I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
Who was the first visitor? Tell me about this visitor, Ketch Sisters.
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house.
Does Emily like playing with the cat?
It was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Well betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
Are you going down there? Oh.
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
Whoever wrote this, well done.
A large tree stood beside the house, with a suggestive U formed by the branches.
It's not a Y?
I couldn't think of any reason to climb the tree.
I think of many reasons to climb trees. Right. Oh, I know how to do that. I need to catch a fish to give to the cat, because yummy, yummy, yummy.
The ladder extended easily.
Good. Climb up the ladder. And then... let's get the flagpole thing. Ah! Nope.
I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
Oh, then perhaps you could use the panties on it somehow. Fling them out.
I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Oh, especially not with panties. What about your lucky coal? Lucky coal could do it.
I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Alright. Down you go then. So here's a question. Where do the Ketch sisters live? Do they live in the upstairs of the museum? Oh, there's a window. Can I get in the window?
The house's windows looked out over the bay.
If I go up...
the windows were way out of reach.
Right.
If I could get up to them, maybe I could climb in that way.
That was the object. That is why I said... oh, well, never mind. Alright, go up ladder. Then, when up ladder,
just
open window.
Luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked.
Smash it. Smash it with your lucky coal. Break your way in.
No, I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows.
I mean, you could. And then, let's go over here again and just see if we see anything. No? Nothing over here. Windows here as well.
It was a closed window.
That window's locked as well. Right.
The window was locked.
Yeah, alright then. Back down to try and catch fish. Are we going to bump into the old sisters on the way back? No. Where did they disappear to? Did they go for a stroll around the beach to come up some different way that we don't know? No, I meant go...
It was Rio.
Yes, it was Rio. I want you to talk to Rio. I want you to catch a fish. Talk about the Ketch sisters. Sorry about that.
How ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
Tell me about Bronson's
I
plans.
think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
Before I get a chance to do it, damn it.
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
No, I don't.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
You got to take some... well, no. Okay, you individually do not have to take responsibility for it, but as a whole, society must.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you said you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Alright, I got panties. I'm going to offer them to a little boy.
Fish, if I give you these, Rio, are these ugly, tasteless nylon panties worth a fish?
No, man.
What about a worm that I tried to give you earlier that I decided you had no interest in?
Worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah. Now get me a fish.
Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while, though.
Well, let's just stand here for a minute and see. Dr. Rio.
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily? You're madder than them.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Alright, man. When you're looking through your theodolite, I'm gonna steal your plans, or look at them, or in some way attempt to interact with them.
I just had to...
Yeah. No, you're gonna shout at me again, are you? That's great to know.
Get out of there.
Okay.
Alright, man. I'm gonna talk to you instead. Tell me about the cat sitters.
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
Catch you later, Bronson.
You're a rat. We don't like rats. You know what we do to rats in this family? Something, but I'm not sure what. Oh! Well, I'm not really sure what to do now. Oh, wait a second. Am I? No, because I want the ball. And I remember why I want the ball now. Because you use those tasteless panties on this to create a... No? I could have sworn that's what you did.
I couldn't think of any reason.
Oh. Hey. Cat, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Or I'll stamp on it. No, I won't. I couldn't even go through the whole sentence of that.
By the cat's claws.
What about you? Do you want a lump of coal? I'm not really into jabbing the cat with the poison.
Cool to drug the cat, but
no, it
I
wouldn't
didn't
have.
The heart. And besides which, those sisters would kill me.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
It was locked.
Amazing. I got to the mute button in time. Bet you're all glad of that. Alright, it's still locked. I still can't go in there. I still don't know what's going on. Maybe if I go back downstairs now. Maybe now Rio will have caught a fish. Now that I've gone up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Hey, you caught a fish yet? No, I'm clicking to go... Oh my god, what is going on? Tell me if you've caught a fish, Rio. Fish?
No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Oh.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I caught a bite.
Oh, yeah. What have you got?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
Oh.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
Try again.
Need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait.
Oh, okay. But let's have a look at this. Unicycle?
Half a rusting
No,
bicycle
okay.
frame.
Just horrible.
The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
You got a fish! You got a fish!
Rio had gone back to fishing.
No, he hadn't. Rio had caught a fish.
There's a fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
George Stoward continues with his not putting live animals in his pants. At least he's consistent with one thing. Dead tequila worm, dead fish. I guess, yeah, I just needed to do talks with people. And that I offered him the worm too early. Right, you. You are gonna get...
Any reason to climb the tree?
Nope. But I can think of a reason to wrap the inner tube around there.
From the bicycle which Rio had fished from the sea. 3
'Cause
feet of slightly perished rubber. bound to be useful for something.
And the thing it is useful for is this. Now remember, you create a little slingshot. You knock off the marker, and then you put it on the other one, and then you go down and steal the stuff. So, oh no, it can't be. What am I? Oh, I need the ball. I've got the fish. Right, here you go. I'll trade you the ball for the fish.
Okay, cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish.
You ate the fish
The
whole.
monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
Can I pick that stuff up again?
The inner tube hung between the two branches.
I can. Alright, okay. Yes. Then bouncy fish is a thing that I have forgotten about. I'm gonna need another fish, man, because I messed it up. I'm gonna need another fish, Rio, not another fish man. Because I haven't had one fish man, though I wouldn't put it past the Broken Sword series to have fishmen in it. Yes, you've got another fish! You're catching so many! I need your fish.
There's a fish, my man.
One bait for infinite fish. I wonder if there's a limit on the number of the fish that the cat will eat. I would guess not, because cats don't generally operate that way. Alright, I remember what's happening here. It's time for Operation Bouncy Fish.
The fish was wet and slimy and decidedly dead. Not such a good idea.
No? I could have sworn that's what was meant to happen. No, apparently I have to do it when I'm down the bottom then. Alright. Yeah, catty, 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 cat. Here is a fishy, fishy fish on a ropey, ropey rope.
Cat dancing? I just hoped it didn't give itself a cardiac.
It's not that old, is it?
It was the ball the cat had left in favor of the bouncing fish.
Cat, you're so silly. I have stolen your ball. And does it have the same description?
It was the ball I stole from the cat.
At least you acknowledge you stole it, so bad. That is a good thing. Now, let's get the inner tube, and you can have the fish, Catto.
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare.
No, I want... Oh, alright, okay, fine. Woo! Splop. Okay, going back to the fish. At least he doesn't eat this one in its entirety.
A cute little putty tat. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag.
Even mangy old flea bag deserve fish.
Further laceration by the cat's claws.
Alright. Alright there, you. Prepare to be turned into a thing. Okay. You.
I put my lucky lump of coal in the catapult. Took aim. No! My lucky piece of coal vanished into the distance. It looked like it was going into orbit.
Oh dear, what a shame. That is the end of the piece of coal.
I put the ball in the catapult. Took aim.
Yes, I got it this time.
Okay, So it was a lucky shot, but I'd knocked the theodolite target clean off the end of the flagpole.
Alright, now he's gone. No. Should have hidden the inner tube.
What the hell's going on here?
Hi, Bronson. Nice to see you, too.
You again. Have you been screwing around with my theodolite target? Where is it? I had to climb out of the window to put that.
I never touched it.
Damn it!
Honestly,
I'm gonna have to
Gov.
go through all that again.
Not this time. The house is locked up and the sisters aren't here.
Hell's teeth! I'll have to put the spare target on the other flagpole. A whole morning's work wasted. I'm gonna fix all this and then I'm gonna fix you, you hear?
Yeah? Fine. I'll be waiting.
Down on the beach. Or can I close the ladder while you're up it? Is that a thing that happens? Oh, looks likely. You stay up there. I mean, that's not that far to fall.
What you doing, Bronson? Just hanging around?
I'm gonna kill you for this, Stobart!
Wow, look at how his head stays steady.
What, so you can kill me? Gee, you talked me out of it.
He must be
Bronson.
rocking
I
backwards
felt
and
a little
forwards.
guilty about leaving Bronson up there, but not much, obviously.
Alright.
It was Bronson's surveying target. He must have dropped it when he had his accident.
I mean, that isn't
The
that
marker
far
was
to
a
fall.
bright, shiny thing, and I have a weakness for bright, shiny things.
That is why you're
Wasn't
always
gonna be
putting
much
things in your
use without
pocket.
the theodolite, though.
Well, we'd best go and pick up the theodolite as well, then. So what is it you're building? High-rises? Oh, you can see him. That's great. Can you look through the theodolite?
I recognized the instrument
No.
as a theodolite, but I had no idea how to operate it.
That is such a shame. I would love to be able to see him through the theodolite. But first of
It
all,
looked
let's look
like
at the
a set of
plans.
plans.
Yep. We want those plans.
With Bronson out of the way, I could finally get a clear look at the plans. Engineers' drawings didn't mean much to me, but one thing was clear. These plans were for a 5-story, 200-roomed, luxury, pirate-themed hotel. Another stain on the bedspread of paradise.
I was going to say at least pirate was in there, but he's not a pirate. He's a privateer.
It was Bronson's plans for the hotel from hell.
Alright. Time to use Stobard's amazing pockets. Whoop. And straight in. There we'll go. Why did they use that particular animation? Looks like he's stuffing it into his pants rather than into the pockets. Oh man. Hey! Plans!
Look here. Bronson's plans.
Was I right? Is that creep up to no good?
Darn
Yeah,
right
you're
he is.
right. I mean, I would have told you more about it, but apparently I'm just too lazy. Ah, you're back.
Why is Mr. Bronson hanging from that flagpole?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Then help him, you stupid man. Quickly, before he falls.
Nah.
It was Frost and Mina. Bronson was dangling from the flagpole like the worm on Rio's fishing pole.
Hey, get me down!
What's the magic word?
Please!
Oh, bad luck. I was thinking of Alakazam. I've got your plans, Bronson. I know about the hotel.
So what? This is between me and the Daves.
Those sweet old ladies trusted you. This isn't what they wanted.
Oh, people like them don't know what they want. Instead of wasting their money on this mausoleum, I can turn it to profit.
But you should have discussed it with them first.
Profit and capitalism is not the be-all and end-all.
If I was to let you down, will you promise to come clean about your plans?
Sure I will.
And you'll come to a tasteful compromise with Miss Frost and Miss Mina?
Taste? What's taste got to do with architecture?
Oh, dear. You'll have to stay where you are until you see sense.
You rat.
Catch you later, Bronson.
You're the rat. Hey, old ladies. Or hey, lovely ladies who I am hoping will let me into this museum. Perhaps I can talk to you
Hi.
now.
Could I ask...
Never mind that. Help poor Mr. Bronson.
No! I'm going to grab the plans and forcibly show them to you.
Here, Bronson's plans.
Has the word pirate written all over it. We know you hate that.
This means nothing to me.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait. Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster. Mina, we have been duped. I'm glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I
Yep,
hate
very well done.
tricksters, especially confident ones.
Come, Mina.
Yep, poke them with your umbrellas.
Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes. Harvey Keenum.
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle. Eject.
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat.
How dare you? Mina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Yeah, as a bedbug.
Whack whack, poke poke.
Ouch.
Lovely as
Yeah!
this little vista is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel, Mina the Lock.
Thanks, ladies.
Stobart, be a pal. Get these harpies off me. Ooh.
Doesn't sound like he's gonna do that, does he? Looks like we're going straight into the museum. Meanwhile, in London, it was cold and rainy.
While George was
Ha!
basking in the sun
I
drenched Caribbean,
Didn't remember, but obviously it was.
it was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar Stone at the British Museum.
Not a long shot in the slightest. Ah! And there are the two tourists we saw before. Yes, of course. Alright. Well, I've had a nice stream today, but I think it is time to discover what is in the museum and the other museum next time, and not now. So, let's go over and save game. There we go, we've done 21% today. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel, to do more of the same. I am Richard. This has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, Limited Time Offer No Vowels. And I will see you all tomorrow.